Change with trivia. Approximately 20 to 25% of couples divorce within 3 years of marriage. Around 30 to 35% of couples divorce within 5 years of marriage. About 40 to 45% of couples divorce within 10 years of marriage. Lifetime divorce rates for couples are roughly 50%. Women are about half as likely as men to remarry after divorce. The leading cause of divorce is infidelity. Couples who spend a significant amount of money on their weddings tend to have higher divorce rates. The rise in divorces after children leave home is known as the empty nest syndrome. Couples who marry after long-distance relationships have higher divorce rates compared to those who dated locally. Divorce rates increase as income disparities between spouses widen. Men are 1.5 to 2 times more likely than women to feel loneliness after divorce. A decline in physical affection between spouses raises the divorce rate by approximately 1.7 times. Couples who skip wedding ceremonies are 15 to 20% more likely to divorce than those who hold one. Couples who avoid discussing finances are twice as likely to divorce. Divorce rates double when household responsibilities are poorly managed. Couples who live apart due to work assignments are 1.5 to 2 times more likely to divorce. Viewing marriage as a goal rather than a journey increases divorce rates. Not maintaining personal time after marriage raises the risk of divorce. Starting a business after marriage increases divorce rates by about 15%. Men with declining incomes are 1.5 to 2 times more likely to face divorce. Couples with fewer jokes in their conversations have higher divorce risks, regardless of the wedding scale. Fewer invited guests correlate with higher divorce rates. Childless couples have a 40% higher divorce rate than couples with children. Households where women earn more than men have a 6 to 10% higher divorce rate. Divorce rates rise when spouses follow different religions. Divorce rates for remarried couples are 10 to 25% higher than those for first marriages. Stay-at-home spouse households have 20 to 30% higher divorce rates than dual-income households. Declines in family income after marriage increase divorce rates by up to 25%. Couples who don't travel together frequently are 25% more likely to divorce. Heterosexual couples face higher divorce rates compared to same-sex couples. Checking a partner's phone after marriage is linked to higher divorce rates. Couples without prior savings before marriage tend to divorce more often. Women's remarriage rates drop by approximately 40% compared to their first marriage. Couples who talk for less than 15 minutes a day have over a 50% higher divorce risk. Couples strongly opposed by friends or family before marriage are 40% more likely to divorce. Couples without prenuptial agreements are more likely to divorce than those with them. Financial issues account for 35% of marital conflicts. The top 3 reasons for marital conflicts are money, lack of communication, and sharing household or parenting duties. Married couples' daily conversation time drops to about 1/3 of what it was before marriage. Married women often face 1.5 to 2 times more household responsibilities compared to when they were single. Men are more likely to maintain hobbies and friendships post-marriage. While women often sacrifice these, Men gain weight after marriage at higher rates than women. Women are more likely than men to feel a loss of freedom after marriage. Having children temporarily lowers marital happiness. Men forget anniversaries twice as often as women. Women are 3 times more likely than men to desire verbal expressions of affection. Men share their stress with their spouses about half as often as women do. Around 12 to 20% of married couples eventually sleep in separate bedrooms. Women are more likely than men to seek marital counseling. Men are more likely to overestimate their contribution to household chores. Women tend to underestimate their own evaluation of men's contributions to household chores. About 30 to 40% of men stop caring about their appearance after marriage. Women often begin to value stability over affection after marriage. Women are more than twice as likely as men to consider communication between spouses essential. Couples who don't consciously make time for date nights tend to have lower relationship satisfaction. Men are more likely than women to view household chores and child rearing as obligations. Women are about twice as likely as men to feel they are sacrificing themselves in married life. Differences in expectations of the spouse are one of the main factors leading to misunderstandings. Men are 1.5 times more likely than women to find married life boring. While men do experience a decrease in free time after marriage, it is not as significant as it is for women. Men are more inclined than women to define clear role divisions in marriage. When marital dissatisfaction is not resolved, the rate of sexlessness between spouses triples. Women are more likely than men to value personality and values after marriage. Men are more likely than women to prioritize physical appearance after marriage. Women tend to place more importance on anniversaries compared to men. Men tend to underestimate the importance women place on anniversaries. Men are more likely to downplay the burden of housework. The percentage of people who are stood up on their wedding day is about 0.1 to 0.2%. Men are more likely than women to see their friendships shrink after divorce. About 40% of married working women feel their career choices were restricted after marriage. After marriage, men typically express their emotions 30% less. Women are more likely than men to prioritize emotional sharing within the marriage. Men are inclined to undervalue emotional sharing in the marriage. Couples who stop sharing hobbies after marriage see a 1.5 times decrease in happiness. Women are more likely than men to seek third-party advice for problem-solving in marriage. Believing that having children will fix a broken marriage can accelerate a relationship's decline. Women are more likely than men to make self-sacrifices in married life. Men often have a stronger desire to take leadership roles in marriage than women. More women than men report having to reduce their hobbies after marriage. Men are more likely than women to feel stressed by family event participation. Men are more prone than women to find marital constraints stressful. Men are less likely to give surprises to their spouses. Women are more sensitive to changes in the marital relationship than men. Men's unawareness of changes in the relationship can lead to irreversible situations. Men are more likely to be indifferent to their spouse's work environment compared to women. Women are more likely to think concretely about future plans with their spouse. Couples with low marriage satisfaction tend to spend an average of fewer than 5 hours together per week. Families with more children tend to report lower marital satisfaction. If either partner perceives an imbalance in the division of chores, happiness levels can decrease by half. Approximately 12% of couples separate due to snoring issues. Around 60% of men report that family life, more than work, is the primary source of stress. The average weight gain for women after marriage is about 5 kilograms, while for men it's around 7 kilograms. Men typically gain an average of 2 to 5 kilograms within the first 5 years of marriage. Couples who don't express love daily tend to have lower happiness levels. Couples who stop calling each other by name after marriage report lower relationship satisfaction. Men's happiness tends to decrease when their wives don't take on housework. Fathers spend less than 1/3 of the time on childcare compared to mothers. Couples without pets report 20% lower happiness than those who do have pets. The age at which people feel the highest level of happiness in marriage is around 35 years on average. In a capitalist society, love within marriage is less likely to be regarded as purely genuine. Change with trivia. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment.